That's awesome.
So listen to you guys bullshit for a little bit?
It all came together, I'd say, in the last hour. Right here. It's on paper now.
That's it. Yeah, she sent me to run a show, and I was like, okay.
Here,
Drove a couple of stones and a police car. Never said always gotta go real far. Go real far. Took a stolen car, told us that it's all. I stopped to rebuild on the road ride. On the ride.
This is what the first line of decks I saw in Temple Terrace was all your fucking artwork, and I had to pick one. And now I'm looking at you guys on the wall.
Which board?
I picked Billy Rock.
We are here at the Comedy Store.
World famous.
Well, the Comedy Store is world famous.
You say the world famous comedy store.
Sorry. Okay. We are here at the world
He's
famous Comedy Store. Yes. I have never done a show at a comedy club before, but this is our grand send-off of Hawk vs. Wolf. And we have a bunch of special guests. We have music. We have Bones Brigade. We're raising money for World Central Kitchen. To help provide meals to those in need affected by the fires, and it's pretty cool. We have some special friends in the audience as well, and it feels like a good gathering.
Yeah. We just want to say thank you for everybody that listened and watched. We really appreciate it, and I'm always going to be grateful.
We appreciate all the liking and subscribing, and we had a blast. It was a good run. It was fun. It was super fun. And it's thanks to you. Thanks for all the feedback. So let's get funny.
Welcome. Here we go.
And I'm not Tony Hawk.
I think they added me to the show for legitimacy because my fucking house burned down last week, and I'm one of those. And clap. Is anybody else in here? Your house burned down? Okay, yeah. Well, those are my neighbors, and I'm like, I know. Look at us. Yeah, dude. When your house burns down, dry January is over, dude. Dude. It was crazy. I was watching the news in New York City. I was getting ready to do the Tonight Show, and our house, our neighborhood, they can verify, was on CBS News. And the guy was like, "Some people are learning that their homes are burning right now because they're watching this broadcast." And I was like, "Yeah, it's me." Like I literally was like, "That's my house." And my buddy goes, "Which one's your house?" And I was like, "The orange one." It used to be white, but now it's fire orange, dude. It is whatever color the flames are. Dude, I know you guys got tense on that one because you're like, can we laugh? Yes. Is it too soon? No. If you're Polish, you can tell Polish jokes. If your house burned down, you can tell burn the house down jokes. I'm letting you guys know that. There's this gal that got all upset in the comments because I went on the Tonight Show and I talked about my house burning down, and it was hilarious. And thank you, and it was touching. And this girl goes, "It's too soon, you can't do that." And then I went and clicked on her profile. I was like, "Oh, did you write that comment from your home?" Because you have a home and I don't. Shut the front door, bitch. And dude, my house is so on fire. How on fire was it? Dude, it looked like a Guy Fieri restaurant logo. Dude, it was so on fire. It was Flavor Town, and you were there, and Dude, it was nuts. It was absolutely crazy. But then I went on the Tonight Show, and I feel like I had like a big blessing. You know, whether I don't know what you believe in, God, or maybe you're an LA person that's like you meditate to your crystals, and you're like, I'm trying to cultivate a lawn for my dog, and whatever you believe, that's what I believe. I want to let you know that. But I went on the Tonight Show, and the clip went so viral that across social media platforms, it got 50 million views. Yeah, do you understand? Like, we're in Hollywood, and we're all in 2025, and we understand what 50 million views means. Can I be honest with you? Dude, if you told me that I would get 50 million views on the internet, I would burn my own house down. Dude, I'd be out there with hairspray and a blowtorch, like, subscribe, follow. Are you guys ready for the podcast? Come on. I know you guys are LA. I know you guys are cool. I know you used to skate. I know you have arthritis. But really put it together. Are you guys ready for the Hawk versus Wolf podcast? I'm going to have you do it one more time. Are you guys ready for the Hawk versus Wolf podcast? All right, coming to the stage. Please welcome Jason Ellis and Tony Hawk.
Hey, everyone. Thank you. Hold on, I just want to say something about Pete. I invited him because I follow him on Instagram. I think he's hilarious. I didn't realize that your house had burned down when I invited you. But he sent me a photo. He said, I used to skate. And yeah, sure, he used to skate. He sends me a photo of him doing a backside air on a 9-foot homemade vert ramp. Stolen construction wood, like OG. So, Pete, we heard you. Brianna told me you lost something special in the fire.
I was telling Brianna that, so I love Metallica, I love Paulo Peralta, I love you. By the way, I'm standing by Tony Hawk right now. This is pretty cool. And Jason Ellis. Dude,
It's okay, I'm used to it.
Dude, finally somebody my size. And anyway, all right, sorry, Tony, I'm funny. And but I in the house that burned down, my buddy just gifted me a Metallica Paulo Peralta deck, and it just burned. And he was like, "Oh, this is one of the last ones." And I don't know. So yeah.
I just wanted to bum you out. No. Brianna heard that and heard someone might have one and drove to Ventura, and we found one.
Dude, this is I don't know if you've ever been given a skateboard by Jason Ellis and Tony Hawk and Brianna.
Just so you know, Brianna's my friend before Tony Hawk, so you're fucking welcome.
This is really freaking special, and wow, oh my God. I also want to let you know if I went on Oprah, she would have bought me a house. But thank you. Thanks, oh my God, dude. Right. Thank you.
Thanks, Pete. Wow, here we are.
Yeah, usually, like if I'm behind that curtain at the Comedy Store, something's wrong. Something's still wrong, but I don't have to. There's no pressure. It's like if I'm not funny, it's Tony Hawk's fault.
Someone canceled and you're filling in, or?
No, it's just very rare. Like I go up in the belly room where the shit kickers live, you know. And every now and then I come here because somebody thinks I'm cool from the radio show, and I'm like, I know Bert Kreischer, and they go, okay, dickhead, you can go up. But this time, it's not new. Swinging off your nuts is pretty regular for me. This is the saddest, awesomest day of my life because I swang in on his nuts and I'm going to be swinging out.
He's heavy,
too.
The end. So our podcast ended, and then we thought it'd be really fun to do a live show. We came up with a bunch of different ideas, and it ended up being this one as a fundraiser for World Central Kitchen. For those affected by the fires. And honestly, I mean, we're kind of here just to shake hands and kiss babies, but Brianna set up a bunch of guests, and we've got some of the Bones Brigade here. and other special guests. So we're gonna just get started, and we're kind of run this like a podcast. He's funny, so he's got the comedy. I hope, right?
Hey, I'm Tony Hawk.
That always gets him. I know my
all I
sister's
got.
here. I'm blind, but there you are. Hi, Pat. And thanks to all our friends and family that bought
Yeah.
tickets. I know there's, we kind of papered the seats, but that's okay.
They paid to see you, but suck a butt. I'm here too. Hey, Jen, you're here. She knows me more than you, dickhead.
Was I claiming? Was I making claims about the audience?
Hey, it's Hawk versus Wolf. I won that one.
Finally.
Yeah.
So should we bring out our first guest?
Yeah, wait, first guess.
First guest.
Yeah. No, wait, really? I thought it's a bunch of people.
What's that?
It's a bunch of people.
Yeah, we have a good portion of the Bones Brigade here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's guess.
Yes.
Plural.
I could tell Lance was reading the group text but not responding. And I could tell we weren't getting an answer from him. So I'm sorry Lance isn't here. Rodney's gone. But we do have Mike McGill, Steve Caballero, and Tommy Guerrero here tonight. Hopefully right here. So we've had each of these guys on the podcast individually, but never together. And
Studio
it's always
wasn't big
fun
enough.
getting together. It's crazy how long we've known each other. I skated Winchester with you 1980? 81.
1980. Yeah,
Yeah.
1980.
Skating Winchester with Steve Caballero is like walking around England with the king. It was very cool. And we're both this small.
Yes, we used to be the same size.
We
saw
both used to
videos of
wear
that.
we both used to wear elbow pads on our knees. That's true. Because there was no knee pads small enough for these sticks. But we grew up. It's all right.
You grew up.
Oh.
I'm still short.
You guys look good for being old, man. Instead of the Bones Brigade, I was going to call you the Osteoporosis Club.
That makes sense because everything hurts.
Right. But
Even my hair.
it's hard to make fun of you when I can barely walk as well. But fuck you guys, you're old.
But I did get bullied by Mike and Steve when I first got on Bones Brigade.
Yeah, Mike.
You're talking about the pool incident?
Yeah.
Wait,
I thought we'd have it out.
Stacey Spa.
Yeah.
Is
when
this
we would,
therapy session? Is that what's
Yeah,
happening right
yeah,
now?
I hope so.
Just get it out.
yeah, I'm just trying to
Well,
clear the air.
Okay, well, you were probably like 13, right? 12?
12, yeah.
That doesn't make it better.
Yeah, all right. But
Yeah, it does sound weird talking
So-
about it now when we're so young, and we were all staying at Stacy's parents' house because we would come to California. Well, I live in California, but these guys would come to L.A. because we would be going to events at Whittier or Upland, Pomona, and we'd all end up staying at Stacy's parents' house. And I just got on the Bones Brigade. I was very intimidated, and I was doing anything to impress them. So we were all in the hot
so
tub.
we did a little initiation for Tony.
Yeah.
So Steve, what did we actually make him do, Steve?
It was a hazing. I think you were chewing gum in the spa, and
Which is weird already.
I told him that. Well, first I told him to take the gum out of his mouth, and I took it and put it in between my toes, and I said, "If you chew this again, you're on the team."
I think the exact words were, "If you chew this again, I'll clap for you."
We clapped and laughed at the same
yeah.
time.
So
Wait,
you know
you
what?
ate it?
I was worth it. Of course I did.
Ew. Tony Hawk is nasty.
It is shocking that I can disgust you.
You just did.
With stuff I eat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember when you ate a spider's ass?
I ate a spider.
Yeah, but he ate his ass.
Of course, the
first.
ass is included in that.
It's not where I would have gone. You know what I mean? It was a hairy ass too. Don't cringe. He put it on video.
Yeah, it's
No,
fine.
he eats a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. But that's not what we're talking
He
about.
has a better stomach. We did an ad when we had the podcast for Dave's Hot Chicken, and he was like, "I like spicy food," and I was like, "I don't," and he was like, "We got to do an ad," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And then we ate the burger, and I had one bite, and my face started stinging, and then he ate a whole burger, and then he got on a plane and flew to New York, and I went back to my house, like 15-minute drive, and I shit myself and vomited. And he just flew to New York like it was no big deal. And he had a whole one of them. So yeah, I'm not eating a spider's ass.
Fair enough. Tommy and I lived together in North Hollywood for maybe 3 months.
Yeah, about 3 months.
Doing Gleam in the Cube. Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was bizarre. And then, Mike, you got hurt.
Yeah, I got hit by a motorcycle because, you know what? It was Stacy's fault. That's what I'm saying.
That's a cool trick.
Listen, okay.
Blame it on Stacy. He's not here.
I never landed
That's
that.
good.
Of course. No, I was supposed to get out of the way of this big motorcycle doing a wheelie. I'm not a stuntman. I'm a skateboarder. And I did it perfect. I jumped out of the way. I'm like, great. And the director's like, one more time, Mike, one more time. I'm like, Stacy, what do I have to do it again? What am I supposed to do different? He's like, well, just make like you're the guy in the movie, Christian
More emotion.
Slater.
More emotion.
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah, right. So I tried it again, and I thought I was the guy, and I accidentally flipped my board. I went the wrong way and met the motorcycle. And yeah, that was a fun
How
time.
long are you out for?
Just 2 weeks. And then they
That's
had
so 80s.
They had
He'll be fine in 2 weeks.
They had
He's back on the job.
Mark Rogowski. He rode regular foot. So if you look at that movie, you'll see McGill. You'll see Goofy Footer, regular footer, Goofy Footer.
Like David Spade in Police Academy.
Perfect.
He's goofy-footed when he's me, and he's regular-footed when he's Chris Miller. I got fired because I was too tall to be his stunt double. That's true.
That does make sense. Dave's not the tallest guy.
I wasn't trying to fool anyone. I went to the audition. I wasn't like scrunching down.
You should have. You
But I
should
did
have
get
got on
fired.
your knees.
I did get fired.
You were the perfect Pizza Hut driver.
I have a scar from that scene, from the downhill scene, because
It wasn't my fault.
because they hired a bunch of extras to skate in that scene. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's kind of a deep cut, but there's a chase scene in Gleaming the Cube where we all come down this hill, and I'm supposed to be driving the Pizza Hut truck, but there weren't enough skaters that could actually make it down the hill. So I ended up dressing like one of the extras, and I was his stunt double. And then at some point, we were all power sliding, and you and Nadas power slid right in front of me, and I had to thread the needle, and I didn't want to go that fast, and I got speed wobbles and just did full Pete Rose down the road and burned through my elbow pad. I still have a scar right here. It's your fault, Tommy.
We conspired.
What's it? Yeah.
It's true.
And then Nadas ollied into the back of the pickup in 1989.
Which made no sense.
Which made no sense, yes. Amazing.
I shouldn't be here.
Every time we had a contest down in LA, me and Mike would fly in. I'd fly in from NorCal, he'd fly in from Florida, and we'd stay at Stacy's house, and I made Stacy's dog pee on the carpet. I teased him.
Were you mad at Stacy?
Stacy was mad at me.
Well, for an incredibly nice guy, you're kind of an asshole.
I was 15. Come on.
I don't know that guy.
Hey,
You're just
man.
always like,
You
know,
guys
Jason,
can't make him pee anymore, man.
I was just teasing the dog, and he peed on the carpet.
he's just always been such a nice guy. It's so weird to hear you
No,
do
I am a
weird
nice
stuff.
guy.
Oh, no,
Me and
he's...
Steve used to get into it on tour quite a bit.
Yeah, when I was on...
you too?
Steve is highly opinionated.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Oh, you're
It's
annoying,
Yeah, I got a brain.
but you're nice. Yeah, I got on the B team. I'm like behind them, so I got on the Bones Brigade. I got asked to be on the Bones Brigade, and I was like, yeah, because it's the Bones Brigade, but there was only one bone left. It was the littlest bone. But still, Steve Caballero is a legend. So do you want to be on the Bones Brigade? Hell yeah, I do. And then I go on tour, and they're like, what room do you want to be in? Like, you want to go with Steve Caballero? I was like, oh my God, yes. And then I'm in his room, and he just won't shut up about annoying, lame shit. And I was like, oh no, what have I done? And he didn't party. He didn't have any coke, you know? Like, I'd be like, he's like, where are you going? I'm like, party. And he's like, actually, Jason, it's probably not a good idea. You know, I'm like,
That was my exact voice too.
yeah. Yeah, he was always like,
Hey,
trying
welcome to the club.
common sense over here, just like, man. I'm like, dude, I got a party. I'm from Australia. It's different, you know? And
That's right, mate. We do everything online, right, mate?
but the next spot, someone was like, so he's back in the room with Stevie, and I was like, actually, can I just be with that weird Italian kid? Like, and then I was in a room with an Italian kid that kept walking around these tidy whities. It was a nightmare.
Giorgio Zattoni.
Yeah, good guy, but man, put some pants on, Jesus. But no, you were trying to help. I just wasn't listening.
Do you guys remember him in those days?
Great
He
skateboarder.
was unforgettable.
Great skateboarder. You know what that means? Asshole. Just a party asshole.
Always put on a show.
People ask me like, "What were you like?" I'm like, "Ask somebody else. I don't remember." Like I remember doing a demo with Tommy in Australia. He came to Australia, and I was like, Tommy Guerrero, a legend to me, and he was like, "Jason, how's it going?" And I remember thinking, cool," because everybody in Australia is looking, you know, and I was cool in Australia, but I didn't know if Tommy would be nice to me. And he saw me and said my name, and I was like, "Oh shit, he knows who I am." And he came over like, "Hey man, you want to skate?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then we skated street course, and I'm not a street skater, but I was like, I'm gonna skate with him. And then he goes, "Do you want to go over to the vert ramp?" And I was like, "Really? Yeah, because I'm gonna look good, finally." And you were so nice, and everybody there in Australia was like, "Dude, you and Tommy?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, we go way back." I'm like 20 minutes, you know.
I don't remember any of that.
Son of a bitch.
Wake up, Jason. Wake up.
It's on video.
You're dreaming, mate. You're dreaming.
It's on video. I know it
You're
happened.
still dreaming, mate.
Deep fake.
You're not here.
It is. That does make sense. Mark, I never liked you, so that's different.
Speaking of your past.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, doing the podcast with you, I always think to myself, like, sometimes other skateboarders that knew me from back then go, "Dude, you're on a podcast with Tony Hawk. Like, would have you ever imagined that?" And I was like, "No, that I would be the last guy because I'm a drug addict, you know, like I'm an idiot." And then, you know, now I'm at the Comedy Store. I've been here before as a comedian, which is also ridiculous, you know, like, how did I do that? And now I'm talking shit to the Bones Brigade. Like, it's so gnarly that I get to live this life. Like, it's such a crazy thing. I'm sorry for, like, whatever I did, by the way.
No worries. I'll see you on the track.
Oh, shut up. Man, I'm going to get another bike. You need a beating, dude. You get a little too cocky. I see you out there sucking Kawasaki dicks. We'll see. We'll see. Give me 2 months on a new bike. I'll wipe the floor with your ass. Swear to God.
What
this
happened
guy.
at the first skater cross that we went to? We did. What happened?
I don't know.
Do you guys want to cross like wieners
we
or
had,
something?
we had a. I
You guys
have
wanna
a
get up
belt.
here and like.
We raced one time proper when I was sucking Kawasaki off. I seem to recall winning that. So, you know.
But you don't remember like anything, so.
I don't remember losing, that's for sure.
Can't be trusted.
Remember Glenn Helen jumping the finish line?
See what I mean? I don't want to be in a room with that guy. He sucks. Congratulations, you invented the fucking Caballero. Now get the fuck out of here.
Thanks, mate.
Yes. But yeah.
But Steve never called it that. He called it the fakey 360 Ollie. He's too humble.
That does make me like you more.
Stacey named it. He coined it.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
If I had the Guerrero, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Me too.
I mean, you know.
The night is young.
True. We could work
No, the night is pretty old, you guys. Sorry.
Very old.
Twilight is coming.
So yeah, I wonder what what old Jace Cakes would be like if he was here. What is in your hand?
I found some gear from your 19-year-old self.
Oh, dude.
You used to wear this.
So lame.
What happens if you put it on again?
It is not lame. It's like James Hetfield,
pull your
right? That's where I
pants
got
down.
it from.
Hey, pull your pants down. See if it still
I
fits.
think I said lame, right?
You don't want to start that contest, buddy. That one I got you beat. So
There you go.
This is the only thing that I'm a bit. If I try it on, there's this thing that I do worry about if I try it on.
Is it the center arm?
No, look, it's not big enough for that. If I put this on, I'm really worried that the old Jason Ellis comes back.
Oh.
No.
Oh no!
Oh my God, it's the old Jason Ellis.
It's the old Jason Ellis. Oh no! That's. You guys, be careful what you wish for, you know? This is not good.
What the fuck is up, you cunts?
That is the hair, for sure.
That's exactly what I look like.
Oh. Get down on your knees, you're gonna get used to this, mate.
That was way later.
I'm gay.
No, I'm not.
She's for show.
Do you see what you've become?
What happened to us?
We got sober. And not gay.
Aww.
But that does look like my ex-girlfriend's. Nice work, Jace.
Thanks. Met at a strip club last night.
That's what I would say.
Clever devil. Good to see you, mates.
Good to see you.
I remember you being a little bit more talkative back in the day. You don't remember me, do you?
No. Not one bit.
I'm Jason from the past.
Go back.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing this the next 3 hours, so buckle up, Bones Brigade. Do you have any questions for me, mates?
Any regrets?
Any regrets?
Yeah.
You know, there was that one time I beat you.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
I did. We did. We did. We did.
And then we went right up to him and told him.
After I got KO'd.
Yeah, but we still beat him.
Literally insult to injury.
Look, you have to see it from my perspective.
You have to see it from our perspective.
Yeah. You hit your head, but you were talking afterwards. So you're alive, and I beat you. Do you know how many people have beaten Tony Hawk in a vert contest? It's like... It's like 4 people ever. And I am one of them. And I am a drunk. I'm the drunkest person to ever beat Tony Hawk. Easily. That's surely cool.
Yeah, you sound gayer now than even back then.
Fuck you, Jason.
No. You know what? Fuck you.
Fair enough.
Bones Brigade, you sure you don't have any questions for me?
You know what's crazy, Jason, is the Bones Brigade is acting like they used to when I was you. I would see them after the contest and be like, yeah, Bones Brigade. They'd be like, yeah. Why don't they talk to me?
Well, past Jason, we appreciate you coming by and embarrassing him.
He's a good friend. Give it up for Tony Hawk there.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
He's always been a good friend. And it's good to see the Bones Brigade back together again.
Your chick's getting a bit itchy. Look, if I was young you, I'd go back. If you don't, I will.
All right, see you later.
Will we?
Give it up for young Jason Ellis, everybody. Wow. Man, it was a good move on my behalf to clean it up. He's annoying. Yeah, I could tell. It's
That guy
funny.
was not going to live long.
Yeah. I really do love you guys, man, because you really gave me so many chances. So I really do appreciate it.
And I appreciate these guys. We've been together for decades, and every time that we get together, it's like time just stood still, and we got right back to where we were doing. It's amazing, including Rodney and Lance.
Well, thanks for having us, guys. I just want these guys to know how good Jason can still skate today. I mean, he blows my mind every time I go to Tony's and see him. I'm like, I haven't seen him for like months and months, and all of a sudden he's trying McTwists again, right, Steve?
With a pink helmet on.
Yeah,
Or these for you, Jay.
I like pink. That's as far as it goes. Just like the color, still like girls.
And these guys were skating combi last weekend. The last combi event. Mike said Steve Caballero did a Caballero in his run. So you guys, I'm honored. Thank you for coming. Thank you for making time for
Thank
this.
you, Tony. Thank you, Jason.
Thanks for having
us.
Tommy flew in from San Francisco.
Adam Ray, everybody.
Guys, one more time for the Bones Brigade, huh? Look at these guys. So hot. So hot. Take your water. What a buzzkill. Dude.
How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
You too.
What are you cleaning up?
Last time I was on the stage, I was doing an Ollie trying out to be the new Santa Claus on your Dr. Phil show.
Yeah. How do you feel? Have you been taking advantage of all the, the Santa,
No perks.
no perks? Yeah.
No, not yet.
Yeah, that we hadn't met when you came and did that, and I just told you, I was like, can you come and just be the new Santa? And you were you're like, stop calling me, dude. No, and then you came and you ripped it up. It was wild because we had right before that Harry Mack do a freestyle rap, and then I got high with Jaleel White. And then we dropped and then we did an improv game with Wayne Brady, so there were like snacks all over the ground. And I was like, Tony, man, it'd be cool if you did a fucking really cool trick at the end. And you're like, yeah, man, I also don't want to die and slip on some fucking Frosted Flakes, but.
Well, it was more, I think you wanted me to Ollie over you. And so the distance thing was already an issue, and then there were just crumbs on the ground, and it was not going to go well.
Yeah, it hit some purple Urkel and had a few cocktails. Have people pitched you like wild, like that couldn't have been the craziest thing someone's pitched you to do, right?
No, but people don't really understand physics. And so, especially in early 2000s, and I would get invited to do talk shows, and it's like, well, can he come in and do a 900 and then sit on the couch? That happened more than once.
Who asked you to do that? Was that Rachel Ray? Who was it?
Do a 900.
I don't know.
One
How
was
does she sound?
Jay Leno's producers, and Martin Short. Remember Martin Short had a talk show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He actually built a quarter pipe on stage.
There we go.
So I was down. Yeah, it wasn't 900 a bowl, but it was cool.
Leno didn't build a set for you?
No, I remember they had me dress as Leno, and do a thing where it was supposed to be him.
Let's go.
And they wanted him just standing on the board to get a establishing shot.
Yeah.
And as soon as he got on the board, it was going to go really bad.
Yeah.
I could already
He's
tell.
like, I'm more of a rollerblade guy.
And his manager came over, he ran over and was like, this is not happening.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like my job and he's going to get hurt. And he was right.
Did you have to do a Jay Leno impression?
I didn't have to do an impression. I just had to hide my face.
Let's go.
You know, when he did that show, I was in the crowd watching that, and
Yeah.
you were like, Tony's going to skate. And Tony, a lot of times when it's like mainstream stuff and Tony's going to skate and it's ground where I could also tell from out there that the skateboard doesn't roll the same way. This is not skateboard floor. And all I was
like a
thinking,
gym
'cause
mat.
this is a ballsy thing that I've seen Tony do on several TV shows, is a kickflip. A kickflip for a lot of kids is kind of easy, but if you're a vert guy, kickflips are not that easy. They're inconsistent, and if you're the great Tony Hawk, you can't mess up a kickflip. Nobody will understand. So every time I've ever seen him where it's like, do a kickflip, and I'm like, don't do it. It's not worth
family,
it.
man.
Fuck these guys. Don't do it, Tony. I got your back. And I've seen ones where he'll do it, and I'm like, dude, first try, kickflip on TV on the carpet or something. I'm like, balls to the wall.
Yeah.
He set when he put the board down.
I was setting up my foot.
I
You're right.
knew.
Yeah,
I
was.
was all the way in the back, dude, watching Dr. Phil, and he put the board down. And I was like, don't. And then he did an ollie, and I was like, genius.
Oh yeah, dude. I was just, sitting on a we'll be right back if he fucking fell and died. I was just like, if Tony fucking flips and slips and gets concussion, we'll be right back. I had it fucking locked and loaded, dude. Because I was like, there's no way this is gonna end the way it's supposed to.
You would have been awesome. He would have sucked.
Yeah.
In the 900 thing, when he did the 900, I would do demos with him, and people would yell it out on anything, wherever we were. And it was, okay, it wasn't the flat ground, so at least it wasn't that ridiculous, but we would be in a little mini ramp or a bowl, and there would be constant bombardings of 900. And he would be cool about it and not say anything. And I'd be like, shut up, you fucking idiot! Like, it's impossible. Because and then after being on the road and hearing it so many times, I was like, oh, it's just it just happens.
It's got to be so annoying, like, the way comics get, people are like, oh, you're funny, like, tell me a joke. And I'm sure Wolfgang Puck, if he's out, people are like, dude, make me a fucking meatball, you fucking bitch,
In the back of an Uber.
Like, in the back of an Uber, yeah. But so, like, you probably get that times 10 with, like, dude, come on, man. I'm like, I'm trying to catch a flight. Oh, fucking quit being a fucking asshole, man.
It's more, I played myself by doing the Do a Kickflip series.
Yeah, okay.
Because that follows me endlessly everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's your
including
fault.
when I'm just walking and I don't have a skateboard. Do a kickflip!
I wonder if, like, that's the thing you think about, like, that probably happens for every sort of, like, you think of Jeffrey Dahmer for a little bit before.
Eat somebody!
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just saying, if he was in an Uber.
Yeah. That, I literally was talking about that show with a buddy of mine the other day, and he was like, I could eat somebody if push came to shove and shove came to push. I was like, it's just you and I. We're pretty baked. Everything's close, so let's change the subject. But I
always thought if we were lost on people lost on an island, like, I'm not waiting. I'm just gonna, like...
You're going right into it. Now,
I'm
where do you
just gonna
start?
Eat somebody.
What's the body part you start with?
Ass.
The ass.
I've thought about it. Yeah.
Now, why?
I love eating ass.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Okay, so it's not just for survival, it's for...
pleasure.
Yeah.
Let's go to a clip.
What's that? Let's go to a clip.
Let's go to a clip.
Let's go to a clip. Yeah.
Do people ask you to do Dr. Phil all over the place?
Yeah, I had a TSA guy go... Once I took, I was just real hungover, so I was wearing my shades, and it was at night, so I didn't feel like it was too douchey, but I was just I didn't want to look at anybody, and I take him off, and he goes, oh shit, he goes, Dr. Phil, he goes, what's up, man? He goes, I should just let you go through. I was like, no, do your job, There's other people watching, He's like, you can take a bomb if you want. And then the guy that I went through, though, was like, I don't know if you see how, like, handsy TSA, I don't know if it's post-cove or what, but, I went through, and the guy, and beep, boop, beep goes off, and he's like, sorry, man, I got to use the back of my hand or my mouth. And I was like, wait, what? Why are those the options in 2025? But then, so the guy who was touching me down also was like, dude, big fan. And then, so he's like, you might give me a little fill. And then I was like, your hands are a little too warm. I'd love if you cool them down a little bit before you put a finger inside me. And he didn't laugh. So that was like, I thought I was like, oh, yeah, I'll give you a little fill. And then I guess I made it weird. And he was like, all right, man, I guess I thought you were cool and funny, but you just fucking asked me to put a finger inside you. I did have a parking attendant recently. We were going through the parking thing, and the guy, we were like, oh, we're going to the comedy club. And he was like, oh, all right, I'm not letting you go through unless you tell me a joke. And we're like, all right. And so I tried to think of this quick internet joke that I was going through. My nephew is 9, and he wants to do stand-up. So I was like, oh, let's go through and find you some bullshit internet jokes you can tell to your friends. I used to do the Yo Mama Snaps books, growing up, your mama's so fat, her blood type's ragu, or your mama's so fat, your dad left, or which was a little more aggressive, but so my nephew had jokes he'd start off and he'd be like, Uncle Adam, what's the taco's favorite dance? And I was like, what, bud? And he was like, the salsa, And then now, and then I was like, all right. And then, I think he's seen some edgier stuff of mine or just getting older. And last time I was over in Seattle, he was like, Uncle Adam, what comes after 69? I was like, what, bud? He goes, mouthwash. I was like, all right, that's funnier than the salsa joke, but 70 is also an acceptable punchline. So one of the ones I found in trying to help him out was that I told the parking attendant was he's like, give me a joke, funny man. And I was like, all right, why does Dr. Pepper come in a can? And he's like, why? I go, because his wife died. And again, this is way more laughter than the parking attendant gave me. Just stared back, and he was like, oh, and then he fake ripped up the ticket and goes, you can't park here.
What?
I get so nervous around parking attendants.
Man,
anyway.
live a little.
Yeah. I did a joke. I did Bert and Tony Hinchcliffe and Mark Norman and Whitney Cummings and I did a roast of Jelly Roll in Nashville.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. It was, real fun, lighthearted, Jelly Roll. Everybody was just doing dumb, fat, Jelly Roll, you're so fucking fat. I was like, you were addicted to cocaine. What were you cutting it with? Powdered sugar, you fat fuck, I was like, Tony Hinchcliffe looks like the vampire that only bites people with AIDS, and. But Kid Rock was there, and they told us not to really hit Kid Rock with any zingers because he just wanted to enjoy the show. And he's kind of sensitive. Don't really do many jokes about Kid Rock. He just wants to hang and enjoy the show. Which all I heard was all right, do a ton of jokes about Kid Rock. Fuck, I don't give a shit. I want to see how he responds. So I was up there I was like, Kid Rock's here. I was like, I'll make this quick, Kid Rock. I know you got to get back to talking too loud or to Cracker Barrel. And then I followed that up with Crack or Barrel is actually how Kid Rock's life is going to end. Yeah, again, more laughter here than it did there. And then in the green room, people came back. There's this guy, some other celebs there, a guy from Yellowstone, this guy Cole Hauser was there. And everyone's fucked up. And Kid Rock comes up to me, and he just immediately was like, hey, funny man, huh? Funny man, which is never a good sign. Not calling me by my name, just immediately, I knew a flex was coming. He's like, you think you're pretty funny man? The man that's funny, huh? And I was like, what's up, man? And he was like, oh, yeah, it was pretty good, man. And then he leans into me, I swear to God, he goes, yeah, I bet I fuck more chicks than you. And 8th grade me was like, dude, am I getting flexed on by fucking Kid Rock? This was not on my bingo card. And so he's like, I bet I fuck more chicks than you. I thought he was joking, so I was like, I'll fight fire with fire and keep it light. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I've probably done it more consensually, and I feel like that's pretty, so. But, so.
Shit.
Tomato, Ray Romano.
Oh my God, that's so good. Life is so much better knowing that happened.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I don't and I'm not some renegade, everyone's got to be fucked with, but it just was weird. It was it's such a fun event, and everyone should be hit and hugged, and it was just weird that he requested that at a thing like that. Also, he was sitting right in plain view that everyone could see, so, and laughing, big, right, I think I called him Snoop Dogg and Whiteface at one point. But, and it all just dumb, nothing that's, bad, but anyway, yeah, it was fun.
Oh man, now I won't mind watching him.
Yeah.
Whenever I see him on TV, I'll be like, ha! Because before that, I'd be like, oh.
What a life. He got famous for his music or for his Pam Anderson relationship? He was a musician first, right?
Bard.
Bard, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Wait, what is it?
He ripped off Metallica and went bar to bar, and then he fucked.
Then he fucked Pam.
Yeah.
Pam heard bar to bar and was like,
it was a 1-2 punch, really.
Yeah. It really was, yeah. You think Pam she probably made people more famous, right? She was probably more famous than anybody she got with, or
She
what?
was better than bar to bar for sure.
That's a hard stance. You really want to say that on a live podcast? Pam Anderson defeats Bar the Bar. Yeah.
I ain't worried about that.
That's probably,
dude.
where does that song probably is not done in karaoke, right?
Oh,
It
it
has
is.
to be.
It is?
It's
Yeah,
gotta
It
be.
has to be, yeah?
Yeah. It's a deep cut now.
It is, yeah. Some guy said, yeah. Who said that? Yeah, my man, yeah. Have you
Somebody's-
done it in karaoke?
Wait, have you sung it?
Can you sing the first, can you sing after Ba to Ba, what happens? Not sober, yeah.
That means no.
You look like you managed Kid Rock. Or the Muppets, I can't tell. You're like, come on, Gonzo, we got a show in 2 hours. Animal, where are your drumsticks? It's a compliment. That's a tough gig to get.
I didn't imagine with this lineup that Kid Rock would be the topic of discussion.
Yeah, I'm glad it is though.
Yes.
That's enjoyable as shit.
Do you have a favorite tattoo, Jay?
Uh,
I'm 42. I don't have one. I think I want one, but I don't know what I'd get. And
I
know
don't think you should.
You know, I missed the boat.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah. Oh my God.
On your back.
Dr. Phil doing
Like
coke,
Steve-O.
doing coke with Jason Ellis.
Yeah.
Doing
Yes.
a 900 with Tony Hawk.
You're welcome.
Singing Ba Da Ba with fucking the Muppet Manager. Yeah.
A Kid Rock tattoo would be cool.
A Kid Rock tattoo.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Just to tell
You
the
know,
story.
you know who would love it? Kid Rock.
He would love it, dude.
Yeah, I don't think.
sent
I
him a
think
picture. He's like, I fuck more chicks with tattoos than you. You're like, all right. This is the opposite effect I was hoping for. Wait, so no favorite tat? The tiger looks pretty cool on the left shoulder.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess it changes like Metallica songs, but I like the wolf on my head.
Yeah.
Because I'm bald and now it looks like I'm not as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like from an angle.
It really does help. I forget you're bald sometimes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought of that. Yeah, that and like all the animals that I have that I love.
Animals or edibles?
Animals.
The accent really
You're
kicked
talking
in there.
about old Jason. I don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all the
The
dogs.
animals you have. Yeah, so the tiger is...
Well, the dogs that I love that are and the cats that I have on me that are my pets or past pets.
Yeah.
So I love them because I love them. So I don't really care about tattoos. I don't like good tattoos. Like that's past me now. I
Yeah.
like shit tattoos.
like weird tattoo, like conversation starters.
Yeah, no, I don't really want to talk about my tattoos either. So shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Adam.
Yeah. All right. Just trying to make small talk. I kind of want like I want to get something like Bigfoot going down on a mermaid or something. You know, something that nobody has. And they're like, dude. And then I have. And then if they ask, like, dude, does that mean something? Because you know, most tattoos, like you said, like for past animals, have some sort of story. So I could be like, yeah. Actually, I didn't plan on talking about it, but my dad always wanted to fuck a mermaid, and. And he passed away, and he also believed in Bigfoot. So this is kind of paying homage to him, both the two things he loved.
Do you still have? He had a literal shrimp on a Barbie.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I
one's
guess
still
you gotta
visible.
show- Oh,
I forgot where it is. Sorry. And why did I see it? Yeah.
by the way, this is not what everyone was expecting to happen. We were all waiting for this, like some Doritos logo to be covering your cock. Yeah. Shrimp on the Barbie, just start whacking off. The biggest misdirect of all time. Want to see my tattoo? Psych, who wants some cum?
We just saw the younger version of him do it, so might as well come full circle to the older version.
Tony just set me up to jerk off at the comedy store.
Yeah.
You're welcome. NBD.
Nice, dude. How often do you think you guys fist bump as buds? Because you guys have been friends for a while, right?
Wow, that
Yeah,
is
long time.
never been asked. That's yeah. I'd rather talk about tattoos again. No, I feel like he's not a big hugger.
That's why I asked. See,
Yeah, but-
look at the answer we got from this. That's what I was asking. Like, do you bump? Do you hug? Do you high five?
We bump a lot. It's like if it's like last show, like we hug today because it's like this is the end. If we do a good skateboard trick, like one of it, because we're both old and like potentially we could die every time we do something.
Yeah.
So that's like if he does something good, like I'll hug the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like the last time he did a 540, I ran across the ramp and hugged the shit out of him, and he couldn't have got out of it. Or he could have been like, I don't want to be like, we're hugging, dude. We're hugging. That was sick, and that's those ones. But if it's just
I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much.
Is it the intimacy? What is it? The hug? It's just weird. You don't like people touching.
I don't.
you?
I don't know. It just wasn't in my family really.
What about
so-
massages? Are you weird with that?
No.
I massage him all the time.
Well,
That's different.
Because there's some guys, that won't. They're like, I don't get a male masseuse, because it's fucking gay. And but there is I have gotten massages, and you're like, oh, and the girls leave, and the guy's like, the girls are done, and you're like, all right, and then you're like, well, I'm definitely not getting a happy ending, but you can with a male guy, you can get an unhappy ending, where they just jerk off on your back, and that's yeah. And
that was a long way to go.
No, if you let me finish, that was another tattoo that my dad wanted to get. If you let me finish my fucking story, he always had that dream. That was his story, and so
you've got to go.
Is that it?
I've been told you've got to go, so you got to go.
We got a couple more minutes.
Okay, then hell yeah, jerk off on somebody, dude.
Wait, why is this the last podcast? Has this been asked?
It was hard to break through. It was hard. I mean, we had
basically what we need
huge
is
guests, and we just weren't moving the needle. So
gotcha. Yeah.
If there's anybody out there that wants to sponsor us, like main sponsor, and cash us up, and then put us somewhere on a big platform where more people know that we exist, then we're back.
Air One. Airwalk.
Airwalk is more. What is it? What, the shoe company?
They're in Walmart.
What time machine did you just pop out of?
Airwalk's in Walmart.
Kids.
Oh, wait.
A6. Yeah.
Wait, Airwalk is at Walmart?
Airwalk is in Walmart. Yeah.
Are they really?
Air One.
Oh, the grocery store.
Man, I would love to be sponsored by Air One.
That'd be great.
Dude. I love that shit.
Considering
man.
their prices, they should have the money.
Right? I just want to do the show from Air One so I can just perv on everybody like, hey, I'm sorry, Tony, what were you saying? Look at that chick's ass. Holy shit. She must do a lot of squats.
I can imagine you at an Air One being like, if we were on a desert island and you died, I'd eat your ass first. Hi, I'm Jason. I think my ride's here. I think my Uber is outside.
It works. An Air One smoothie? You look like you go to Air One. Hit me up after the show. Good talk.
What would be the ideal sponsor, though? Like, is it a beverage? Huna? Dude Wipes. Let's go. My man, are you a user and consumer of Dude Wipes? Say it again. Yeah, you have to be. Yeah. You're the fucking. This guy's the commercial. You have to be. Hi, my name's Connor, and my asshole's constantly wet. Here, try Dude Wipes. Why? Because you're a dude. You have to be. All right, I gotta go. My name's Adam Ray. Thank you very much. I love you guys.
Adam Ray, everybody. Man, that guy's cool. I really like him.
I've only met him as Dr. Phil.
You know, I was on a podcast with Chuck Liddell years ago, and he was Chuck Liddell's co-host.
Oh, wow.
Before he was the great Adam Ray, he was just Adam Ray.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, and then I hung out with him, and I was like, hey, man, I'm Jason. He's like, I met you on Chuck Liddell. And I was like, you were the other guy. Because Chuck Liddell, I get it. I was like, holy shit, I'm on Chuck Liddell's podcast. And I think Chuck Liddell was like, holy shit, I'm Chuck Liddell. He parties.
I beat Chuck Liddell at a poker tournament, a celebrity poker tournament. He was not happy. Everyone was cool. It was yay. And then I beat him on this one hand. It was like,
that's not cool.
Yeah. And then he left, and I was like, sorry.
Remember when
don't hate the player, hate the game.
Remember when we used to have the show on Sirius XM, and I was really drunk, and he walked past the tattoo shop, and I was like, Chuck Liddell, you should punch me.
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool.
He did. He punched him.
He punched me, and I called him a pussy.
And then he really punched him.
And then he really punched me. And that was less cool. But thanks to alcohol, I don't really remember it. It was on video. With that, Red Dragons, somebody spilled some shit. But yeah, that night, I told, it doesn't matter. We have a guest.
We've told that story numerous times on the podcast.
funny, though.
Yeah, it is good. We have more guests.
Steph Tolev is here. Steph, where you at? Make some noise, everybody.
I didn't want to hug Tony. I got scared. Should I have hugged you?
Sure, of course.
Felt bizarre. Hello. I'm the
How'd I
token
get
woman
here?
on the show. That's why I'm here. The most butch woman Jason knows. He's like, we need a girl on the show. Get Steph Tolev.
Wait, you are not the most butch woman I know.
Oh, yeah, you're gay still, right?
I'm not even. No. God.
It's fun to get you upset. Did he ever try to suck your dick?
No.
Oh, no. Wow. Why? I don't know. You guys are on the road slopping tips. I don't know what you're doing out there. I don't know. See, this is why I didn't hug you, Tony. You're scared. I knew you'd be scared of me.
Oh, no.
I know. You shouldn't have had me on.
Eddie, do gay
you
jokes
made a
on anybody
mistake.
else, just not him, all right?
I have to. He looks like a nice, clean, put-together man. It's bizarre that you guys are friends.
Yeah.
No offense to you. It's offensive to him.
No, it's offensive to him for sure.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Yeah. No, I was surprised. I had my other friends that I knew back when I was more of a partier. When I used to hang out with him, there was a few of them that would say, "What's your deal with Tony Hawk?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Does he actually like you?" And I'm like, "Wait, that's a weird thing to ask me." Like, "Yeah, man, why?" Just doesn't add up. Doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't.
Colin used
no.
to say it. He was just like, "I don't understand." And I'm like, "He's cool, man." Like, I feel like there was a time where we always had so much respect for him because of the abilities that he had and the way he carried himself. He was always he never flipped out on anybody. He never, like, people talk shit on him all the time for being too good.
Are you speaking in past tense?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, people do talk smack on Tony because they're jealous.
Fine. My whole life, it's okay. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
there
okay.
was an era where he was super uncool, and because he did too many tricks. That's how blatantly obvious everybody was jealous. This guy does too many tricks. I'm like, there's an option for you to do that too, right? Yeah, but I keep it real. I do like 5 tricks. Like that's real. You know what I mean? And then all the other people that could do only 5 tricks were like, yeah, 5 tricks. That's what's up. This pussy over here is doing like 500. I don't like that shit.
Wow, skateboarding's much different than comedy. That's what you guys were like. Too many tricks. You're a piece of shit.
Too many jokes.
That's people don't say that about me. Too many act outs, maybe. You've never seen my stuff, Tony. You know what? Google me when you get home. You'd love it.
She's really funny, Tony.
No, Tony would hate it. He'd be disgusted.
I believe it.
You seem like you go to church. Do you?
No.
You look like a pastor right now. You look like you may have gone to church earlier. I
was trying to get in character.
Yeah. Okay. Who's your favorite comedian? And it's not Jason. Trust. Don't lie to anybody here. What?
We'll see.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. That's a good answer.
My brother was my gateway to. He's 13 years older than me, and he was my gateway to Richard Pryor when I was way too young. It took me to actually see his movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite
Live on Sunset Strip.
Steph?
Tony Hawk.
Oh my God, stop.
It's the only name I know. No offense.
I know. I was gonna say, who's your second favorite? Don't say me.
Bones Brigade. Whatever those.
The person, Bones Brigade.
Yeah, the person, Bones Brigade. Yeah, that guy.
Mr.
That guy
Brigade.
who's sitting right here. That guy right here. Look, I skateboarded. I used a longboard.
That's not skateboarding.
I did.
That's not skateboarding.
I skateboarded for a year, and then I got into longboarding. Oh, fuck you. You guys all fucking skateboard?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You don't skateboard. This guy just lives at Coachella. There's no way he skateboards. The heck? He does. That kind of got you. You kind of like that joke. Okay, good.
Can you surf?
No, it's too much. I know. I Highland dance. Do you know this? Very different. Can you Highland dance, Jason Ellis?
No, and I'm fucking proud of it.
Well, you probably be
Highland
good.
dance?
What is
really?
Highland dance?
Scottish Highland dancing with the kilts and the bagpipes. I did thank you. I did it
that's
competitively
cool.
for 18 years. Yeah.
18?
Very bizarre.
Wait, you did it for 18 years?
3. I started when I was 3, and I stopped when I was 18. Yeah, so almost 18 years. Yeah.
That's the
I know. My mother was
the
the teacher. She forced me. I didn't want my life to be like this.
I'm super old. Is that the same as river dance?
Yes.
River dancing is turned in. Highland is turned out. So instead river dancing, your knees are in. Highland, everything's turned out, and your arms are up.
Oh, it's completely different then.
Yeah. No one knows what the fuck it is. Scotland, bagpipes. I used to play the bagpipes.
Oh,
These
that's
are just
cool.
fun
Awesome.
brags. These are not, no.
Bagpipes is
Wasn't
cool.
Do you ever work that into your routine?
No, I'm
Like bring up
oh,
bagpipes?
No, it's disgusting. I mean, I guess I do. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I've seen you do that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually my whole act. So that's my closer. So you don't need to Google me anymore. You've seen it. Yeah, that was my life. I danced. I hung out with skateboarders. I always wanted to fuck the skateboarders. But I wore dog collar in high school, and the skateboarders didn't want to fuck me. You know what I mean? They were terrified of me.
You came to the wrong ramp, obviously.
I did. Did I? Damn it. Were you guys fucking the goth chicks?
I did.
Oh, Tony, I feel like you've been a nice
chicks,
boy.
yeah.
You're a nice man, and you love your wife, and you've only been with one woman.
She's
and,
very goth.
And, no, yeah.
She is. She is.
Is she actually?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Are you serious?
OG goth. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What the heck?
From Detroit.
That's it. He's a nice man. Beside this scumbag, look at this guy. Like, is that an owl fucking belt buckle? What is that? What is your life?
It's a double scorpion, bitch.
So, wow. Ew, is it actually?
Yeah.
That's bizarre. Who gave you that?
I bought it myself. I ain't got no
You
friends.
paid money for that?
I got it at it was real cheap.
Okay, now
Actually-
you don't get sensitive. You know, scared.
Scorpions are badass, man.
Don't egg him on. Let him
Yes, egg
sit
me
in
on.
this.
Whatever, Riverdance. Get the fuck out of here. Your
Hey.
opinion.
Exactly. You just said bagpipes are cool, and I was saying they're fucking awful. The
Well,
worst sounding instrument
Until
ever.
you talk shit on my belt buckle and try to insult my good friend there by
I'm not
kissing on the
insulting him. I'm
penis.
saying he's a nice, clean, wholesome man, and he's the only person without HPV in this
You
whole
think
room.
you
He's a
think-
nice man.
This
That's
guy,
what I'm saying.
This guy told me what a
He's
cat
a
in a bathtub was.
What is that? What is that?
How's-
Coachella
how's-
knows.
How's
What?
this? Yeah, he's laughing because how's this? My whole life,
Yeah, but
Tony
that's,
Hawk.
that's how we connected because we
It
both had
is. This is the
ridiculous
day
sense
I
of
knew
humor.
that Tony and I could be good friends. We were at the bar and we were laughing about stuff. And
Tony drinking a milk.
It was in the days of. It was in the days of
With a
the-
straw, a curly
all
straw.
the different ridiculous sayings.
Yeah,
Dirty
we were
Sanchez.
talking about ridiculous stuff,
Yeah,
and he
all
goes,
that
"You know what a cat in a bathtub is, don't you?" And I was like, "No, what is that?" He's like, "It's when you and I was like, well, "You and I could be buddies, dude. That is funny."
Yeah, you
How
tried.
do you remember that though?
I will never forget that for the rest of my life because it came from you, and I was like, "You did not." I knew he didn't do it, but he still knew about it. That was cool.
What's the grossest thing he's ever said to you? Yes.
me? Oh, I don't. Yeah, it's something of his escapades
Okay.
where he went dark. I don't know. He did. We went to Vegas one time, and we were a bunch of us were in a suite, and we were drinking. He was doing whatever else.
Yeah.
And it came time to leave in the morning, and the suite had its own bar, and we found
And a
him
bowling alley.
and a bowling alley. We found him behind the bar
I'm not going to sleep in that room.
with cocktail napkins all over him, as that was his blanket.
Was this the Virgin
This is
Hotel?
real.
Was this Hard Rock?
Hard Rock.
Hard
I
Rock.
was in
That
this at
Hard
the
Rock
Porn
Suite.
Awards this weekend.
Yes.
I was
Hard Rock
in
Suite.
It smelled like you. I knew something happened there.
You're welcome.
But we actually had a flight to catch, and I'm trying to wake him up, and he's like, no. I'm like, no, Jason, we got to go. Our flight is leaving. We have to leave. He's like, no. He's like, if you wake me up again, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm like, okay, we're leaving.
You left
So
him.
we left him. Yeah, he's gonna kick my ass.
You left that littered man just
And
sopping
then
in napkins.
We got to the airport, and my phone rings, and it's Jason. You didn't fucking leave me. You left me. Like, you said you're gonna kick my ass. I had to leave you.
Wow. And you're still friends.
My wife at the time, she left me. I don't know why, but well, she called me and she goes, "Where are you?" And I was like, "Yeah,
About that.
Tony Hawk left me." And she was like, "No, I know you, like they couldn't deal with you." And I was like, "Okay, fair enough." And she goes, "What'd you do last night?" And I was like, "Nothing." And I don't really remember what I did. And she
You
goes,
definitely went to an ATM.
"Yeah, that was."
Yeah.
You definitely tried putting your dick and your balls in the bowling ball like a cat in the basketball. You tried doing that.
But she said that I spent a lot of money, and I was like, "No, I didn't." And she was like, "I see your credit card," because she was smart. Not that smart, obviously. She married me, but yeah. I guess I went to the strip club, and they stole my money, you guys.
Yeah, that's why those napkins were on you. They were fucking glued to you. That's why, you sick pig.
I thought it was kind of smart that I used the napkins for warmth. But I do remember drinking by myself because I was like, this is the greatest room ever. When you're a shit kicker and you get to live a life with Tony Hawk, you don't go to sleep because then it'll end. So you keep going, and they went to sleep, and I was like, bowling alley, like, rock and roll. Then all the drink, there's like a bar, so I was just like, yeah. And then I remember
Tony's reading the Bible in the other room. Please, Lord, help Jason, please.
I remember the last drink, I sculled it, and I fell over, and I was too drunk to get up. And I was like, I guess this is where it ends. And there was some napkins, and I was like, see you guys in the morning. Good to go.
What a nice, wholesome story. Thank you for having me on here.
Welcome.
Thank you. I have to go.
Okay, well, I really
Well, I
like
got the light. You know the light works, Jason. Damn it.
I don't like lights.
Well, I have another set, so I simply have to leave.
That's fair.
Thank you for coming by.
Steph Tolev,
Thank you for
everybody.
having me. Bye.
Do you know who we also have here?
I got a little bit of an idea.
Yep. He was the loudest guy backstage. You might have actually heard his voice over everything else when we first got here.
That's fair. I mean, it does add up.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Bert Kreischer's here.
Man, what a fucking show tonight's been. You know, I used to wonder why they hired Sal Masekela to host the X Games. And after watching you skateboarders on stage, whoo. Woo.
You're blown away.
You guys are kids that wanted to be alone and do a sport by yourself. There's no team leader with you guys. I'm Tony Hawk. It's me and fuck everyone else. Steve Caballero, don't talk to me. These are my heroes. I told them, when I went into a skateboard shop, I was like 10, it was right after Back to the Future. And
that's when I started.
It was the fucking, dude, who didn't want a fucking skateboard?
Oh no, a lot of people started because of that movie.
Fuck yeah. God, it was good. First trick I learned is tap your board up and catch it.
It's not a trick.
Still got that?
Count it. Fucking count it. Dude, I count blowjobs as sex. Count it. I don't give a fuck what you say. When I walked, I mean, it's bizarre. I said this to them earlier. I walked in, and it was all these guys, their boards, and I had to pick whose deck I wanted. I was so nervous. I didn't know you'd bought the deck, and then you had to buy more shit. Do you remember they had extenders, like where the trucks were?
Riser pads.
Riser pads?
Extenders.
And then they had like a...
Yes, I remember.
They had like a plastic thing you put on your trucks in case you wanted to grind.
Lapper.
Yeah.
Coper.
You know all the terms.
Coper. Wow. I used all the plastic.
And then I was like, I had to pick. I remember Jodie Foster had a badass fucking board. Remember that guy?
Wait, who?
Jodie Foster?
JFA.
Yeah, JFA. Jodie Foster
Jodie Foster's Army, yes.
What do you mean, who?
Oh. I thought you said Jodie Foster. I was like...
What did I say? I might have said
that's
that.
an actress, but anyway.
Yeah, that's JFA. Jodie Foster's Army.
Jodie Foster's Army.
I didn't fuck
He
with
was
that guy.
Jodie Foster when she was in a lull in her career. He was the new one.
My bad.
You don't remember Sarah Majeski? So anyway, I tell these legends backstage, I was like, I had to pick one of your boards, and they all look at me and they go, who did you pick? And I went, Billy Ruff. It was a sick fucking board, though, with the goblet, with the fucking, yeah.
He texts me today. I'm driving in my car, and Bert texts me and goes, "What you must have said it into the phone. I didn't understand you. Like, who won the Bones Brigade?" And I was like, "Who won? What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "Sorry, I don't have my reading glasses on, and I'm talking to my phone, and who's coming? Who's in the Bones Brigade? And I remember thinking, is he right because he wants to write jokes about him or something? Like it's just going to be an interview. And I go, I don't know, man. Like Tommy Guerrero and Cab and Mike McGill, and he's like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And I'm like, is he? Like he's seriously a giant 12-year-old. Like,
dude, this is badass. Look, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to work another day in my life. I'm rich as fuck, okay? That's real. That's real talk. That's real. And not his money, but like double his money. And so
that's not rich as fuck.
But like, I geek out. If you're fucking famous and I meet you, I geek out. And I held it cool as fuck backstage because I could tell Caballero didn't want anyone to talk to him. He was like kind of low-key, a little bit of cholo, kind of like in the couch. Like a painting cholo. You know the Mexican guys that reform their lives and now they paint? And you're like, oh. Mike McGill, I was like, okay, I don't know if he's like a yoga instructor or works at Lululemon, but I'm gonna give him some space. Nice. And then me and Tommy hit it off, and I was like, bitch, I know a lot about you, and I'm keeping my cool. I didn't talk about his music or living in San Francisco. I go, where do you live? And he's like, East Bay. I was like, yeah, I know, motherfucker. I kept going, where's Lance Mountain? Where's Lance Mountain? And the bitch didn't show up. Anyway, is he here?
Yeah, he's not here. Right behind you.
No. I'm bad at voice texting.
Yeah.
Because you want to know the worst one ever? This is the worst. I get a text from Nate Diaz. Woo! Yeah. Gangster. He texted me, he goes, yo, you're in Stockton. Nate Diaz text. I'm going to roll through my boys. We're going to smoke, we're going to drink. Is that cool? And I write back voice text. What did I write? Abso-fucking-lutely. And I hit send. Voice text changed that to I'm so fucking lonely.
Did he come over straight away?
He wrote back question mark, question mark, question mark. And I was like, huh? And then I was taking a shit. I put my glasses on and I was like, I wrote to Nate Diaz. He goes, hey man, you wanna hang out? And I was like, I'm so fucking lonely. Like, I don't think he's the guy that like, are you in therapy?
No.
But then we hung out, and he was like, yeah, it was a fucked up text. He's a fucking gangster. I fucking geeked out over him. I geeked out over you. You know that. I geeked out over Jason. First time I met Jason.
That's a lie.
I did your show, and I did. Well, you were a cunt back then. You were a little bit. Jason was like, he'd sit in a throne or something.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, all right, hey, you. I'm like, I'm Bert. And he's like, oh, don't know you. Prove it.
Kind of like that guy.
It's a different guy than today.
Yeah.
I like this.
Hey, I got to thank you. You came to Ventura to the X Games to see me skate.
Dude.
I was
listen.
very honored. Thank you.
I'm in the shores in Ventura and Oxnard. And I'm with my wife, and we're watching X Games, and this guy, and this is like, I don't know what this, I hope this is the culture that I'm talking to right now, but you know, you like flat brim hat, fucking SoCal, still like cold beers, like to go to a bar, love to skate, don't do it that much, you don't want to break a hip, but like, still love surfing, but I have a hard time doing a burpee because I'm fat, so, but I'm in this bar, and a bunch of those dudes here there, and one guy goes, dude, Tony Hawk's sitting in the fucking vert ramp tomorrow. And they're like, shut the fuck up. And I go, I know him. And they're like, bullshit. I go, no, I fucking know him. And then I look at my wife, I go, let's go watch. Why wouldn't you want to watch Jordan? Why wouldn't you want to watch Tom Brady? Why wouldn't you want to watch Tony fucking Hawk?
Thank you.
So I called Tony. I said, yo, I need free tickets. I did.
You called me.
Yeah, I know. I called Jason.
Dickhead liar.
Mom, thank you.
He called me, and I hooked it up.
He came for Best Trick.
I came, and there was a young boy that was there whose family, I was standing right in front of his family. That kid was charging it. It was so fucking fun to watch. Best part of that whole thing, I do a video and I post it, and I was like, it's so cool, ... This is what, you know, I don't know, it's about youth and fun and being good and healthy and finding your people. Finding your people is so fucking important. I do this post. You know who DM'd me? Little fucking Wayne. with a black thumbs up. I was like, nice. Yeah, you guys, I gotta be honest with you. I'm very blessed to have you both in my life. I mean, I'm being serious. And Jason, you know that. I've known you longer than I've known Tony, but you're the one that introduced me to Tony. And Tony Hawk's the only person that's ever come to my house where my daughters were like, who'd you do a podcast today with? And I went, Tony Hawk. And they go, why didn't you introduce us? But it's like, I'm very happy. I'm bummed this podcast is ending. I don't know why some fucking mega corporation can't just sponsor it and give you guys just $500,000 a year to keep, so Tony will sit in his fucking car and drive from San Diego to LA.
What about your mum's house?
I do that anyway.
You drive, have you been tested for autism? Because I can't imagine a human being who would sit in a car every day. Hold on, raise your hand if you're willing to drive from San Diego to Los Angeles once a week to do a podcast.
Once a week?
Yes, they are, you fucking idiot. It's not that hard.
I won't drive to Venice. Dude, I don't drive over Laurel Canyon because they got that fucking turn lane and the straight thing, and everyone fucking jumps in front of me, and it sends me through the fucking roof.
Don't you do like 400 shows a year?
Yeah, but I live in a tour bus.
Are they in? Oh.
I live in a tour bus.
That helps.
That's fucking great.
Okay, but before you got a tour bus, did you not do all those things in a normal way?
Yeah, I did normal stuff.
Right, you put in the miles, you put in the work.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but hold on. Are we allowed to be real up here? Yeah! Okay.
Cat in the bathtub.
Most of us got into Tony. I don't know why Tony works. Like, I would just sit in a bathtub and go, blowjob! Chocolate! Does everyone like their lifestyle? Blowjob chocolate!
Man, that sounds so cool.
I don't know what the motivation to work is. I mean, I don't know. I admire him because I don't know. Like I get me and you sometimes. Like I get us. So there's still.
I get to do cool shit like this. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. That's why.
I do like this version of Tony. Like I like this is like the. This is like the if you're like a golf fan. Like this is the when they retire and then they go in the booth, you know? Yeah. I think this is cool.
Yeah, but he's not retired. Like to me,
I don't know what retirement is, but I'm still skating, yes.
Dude, he skates. He doesn't just skate, dude. He skates like I know I am one. I put in the work. I've been to hospitals so many times. I know a bunch of tough dudes. I know BMX dudes, motocross guys, fighters, everybody that's had all their surgeries and all their injuries. I never seen anyone tougher. Like, I've never seen anyone more hardcore. When he broke his leg and how he looked, like, when we used to do the podcast, when his leg was broken, he didn't want to walk past the ramp because he would look at it and realize that he can't skate right now because his leg's broken. In his 50s, to have that much passion, and then I've seen him do, like, skate on one leg where he goes back, gets an x-ray, and they're like, your bone is not attached to your bone. He's got a broken leg, re-broken, and he's skating in your 50s. And I remember, this is the thing that when I get sore, like my knee doesn't work very good right now, and I don't give a shit because I've seen Tony Hawk do a backside boneless on a broken leg. He stood on that foot when it was broken.
But it's literally a boneless one.
Yeah. It
was a backside boneless.
It wasn't my proudest moment, but yes.
I know you.
It was more that I was stubborn and obsessive. It wasn't like
legendary.
You're tough. It was like
it's legendary.
You're an idiot. But
that's like in comic terms. That's like, hey, I get caught with 3 girls in a hotel room, and it goes out online. But I go, I'm still getting on stage. I can't walk by that stage. Listen, I know I got canceled, but I'm getting on that stage. She said she was 18.
Yeah, I can see the parallels. Yep.
But
I wish I didn't have my brain. Here's the thing. I was sitting right back there going, I should get a lobotomy. Like, I'm done with my brain.
You might add one right before that sentence. What the?
I don't care. I don't care. don't give a fuck.
Anyway, let me talk about how
hold on,
legendary
hold on.
Tony Hawk is. No,
Wait,
you want to talk about kids again? Good for you.
Well, everyone knows how good he is. Everyone knows. It makes him uncomfortable. Here's the thing I was thinking on this side. Is there in skating a guy that should be in the Hall of Fame but isn't because he was the guy that couldn't really skate, but he was good at helping you name tricks? Like, and you guys were like, I don't know, we'll call it a flippy. And he was like, I don't know.
I mean, he
You
was
kinda
a legendary
kicked it.
skater,
You
but
kinda kicked it.
Neil Blender invented a lot of tricks that he didn't actually perform. He just thought of them and
But
named
he
them.
was
and he was
also really good.
He was also really good, but he was also this creative force. And he would just send someone on a task, like, oh, this trick. And then they would learn. Like, he invented the ho-ho, but he never did one.
The ho-ho?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's two of my girlfriends.
I knew it was setting up.
Sorry.
I've done a ho-no.
It's basically it's a hand plant where you actually switch hands of which one. So you
So
go.
he would be like, because I was sitting.
It was
in the
more
back.
like someone should do this. This would be amazing.
Yeah.
And then someone figured it out.
He also did tricks before they were popular and did things in a way where the video of it looks like it wasn't that long ago, but it was way before everybody did it. Like he did like pivot to fakie stuff. Like that just became a popular thing in the 90s, but he did it like way before anybody had a name for it.
It's so funny to watch the early, like, I guess, 80s tricks kind of look like Al-Qaeda training videos. You know, it's like you guys are like, you're like, and then now you watch what you guys do and you're like, wow, that's crazy. Do you remember the trick where you'd keep your back foot on the board, but you'd put your front foot off and be like, hey?
It's a judo wear.
Judo.
You even named it.
It's not that funny.
I still can't do that.
No shit.
Dude, I fucking shred.
No, you don't.
I can definitely.
You can't do
know, who did I
anything.
talk
Shut
to
up.
backstage? They were like, I think it was Tommy, and he was like, and I was talking about skating. He goes, "Oh, that's cool, man. When was the last time you were on a skateboard?" And I was like, "Recently." And he looked at me and he goes, "You can actually stand on a skateboard?" I swear to God. And he wasn't being funny. I was like, "No, I can." And he was like, "And like pump and stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's what you do on it." And he was like, "Oh, cool." He was like talking to a Make-A-Wish kid, meeting a hero, going like, "Oh, nice, and your mom lets you do this? You wear a helmet?"
I mean, you do exaggerate.
The hardest I've ever made anyone laugh skateboarding. Okay, I'll tell you exactly where I lived so that you know, so we put it in perspective. Corner of Agnes and Riverside. Yeah, over by that Starbucks, right? So 3 black kids got Starbucks and they're sitting on my neighbor's front thing, right next to my house. And we had just got, do you remember that blow-up couch where you'd go like this, and then you'd catch the air and tie it up, and then you had a couch for the beach? Well, I just ordered 3 of them. And I was like, I'm gonna fill these up. Well, you had to run quick as fuck with that couch to fill it with air. My daughters are there, 3 black kids, 3 black dudes, but younger, are having coffee watching me. And I said to my girls, and they're hearing, I go, I'll get my skateboard, I'm gonna haul ass down the street, I'm gonna fill it with air, I'm gonna tie it up, and I'll lock us up with air. I fucking start pumping hard as fuck, like I'm jumping a set of stairs. And as I put my back foot on, I look back to see if it's filling with air, and it shoots out from under my feet. I knock the wind out of myself in front of 3 black kids who are caffeinated. I go, and these dudes, it was like they watched the original slam dunk contest. They were like, oh shit, he got knocked the fuck out. Look at him. And I was like, dude, even skateboarding, I'm funny.
But not good.
No, I'm not like good, but like,
No, dude, you're bad.
I
Stop.
can cheat it
Oh, here we go.
I could cheat it.
You can't skate.
Can't cheat. There's no cheating.
I can't ollie.
No. Oh wow. No way.
No, I can't.
You're saying you can't.
Newsflash.
What?
Newsflash.
No, I can't ollie. You guys are going to teach me how to ollie, but I'm afraid I'm going to break something.
No, I'm not going to.
Let's bring a board out here right now.
All right, hold on.
We'll do it on the carpet.
The stage is wet and it's soft.
It's not gonna make any difference. It's gonna eat
We'll do it
shit
on the
regardless.
No, I'm not. Hold on.
No, this is like
Wait,
guaranteed.
Hold on. If Tony's going, hold on. Skate's wet and it's soft. I should pivot.
Yeah, let's not do
Hold
that.
on, hold on.
The machine, everybody. The Give it up for Bert Kreischer, everybody. You know what's crazy is Tony's done that for like children.
No one has gotten that excited ever doing that.
I was gonna say that he was like as pumped as like when you do it for like a 4-year-old, and they actually believe that they did that by themselves.
But I've never seen anyone get that excited of doing their own Ollie.
You realize he's going to tell people for the rest of his life that he did like a 2-foot Ollie completely by himself in front of Tony Hawk, and Tony Hawk went, "Dang, you're on the Bones Brigade now."
That's amazing. Wow. Thank you, Bert. We have one more guest here, a friend of mine and a legend in music. Mr. John Feldmann is here from Goldfinger. Feldy, thanks for making time, buddy. Thank you. Thanks. Wow. How are you? We're talking about Superman, Goldfinger's song Superman, that was featured on our video game soundtrack. And I swear, like, I went to a coffee shop in New York a couple weeks ago, super early, and I walked in, and then all of a sudden it just started playing, not randomly. And I look over at the barista, and he goes,
"You look like Tony Hawk, right?"
That too.
Yeah, well, killer. I guess I'll sing the fucking song.
Yes, thank you.
Right? Tony, you gonna sing too? Okay.
I don't know if I can remember it, so.
So here I am, doing everything I can, holding on to what I am, pretending I'm a Superman.
Everything you need to hear has already been said by someone, but you just need to hear it from someone that means somebody to you, so you finally listen.
And I was like, ooh, never heard an adult say that before.
I got it on the butt. It was the worst spot I've ever felt.
Try butthole.
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to.
What?
This is what I get.
Security was, then they come out and they be like, "You Lil Wayne."
I saw a flash of him, but I'm like watching my landing and I'm like, what's that white thing?
Sorry, I came.
Sorry about that. That's okay. It happens all the time.
It was supposed to be erotic.
The whole album was 1 to 14.
That's how you do it right there. Hey, you're an underground king.
Did you
Finally, the underground king is here. How do you wake up with the mindset that was like, I'm gonna call, we're gonna go today?
Sometimes you just feel it. It's just there.
No, just film Tony making us shove it to backside people grind.
We'll forgive your crew.
Well, the backside one felt like I'd rather do that one than the backside one.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous statement.
Yes!
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah.
Well, because when you start, it's just you literally know 10 people that are there. 10.
Good argument, Tony Hawk. Thank you. Solid argument.
The first time I saw you was in midair, flying off of a ramp and landing in front of me, essentially.
We take wood from the community, from dumpsters.
I feel like what's happened in girl skating. It's every day.
Yay!
Yes!
And
Yes!
Francis signed it for you.
Oh! So I just love anal.
Great, let's look at a clip.
Because McChoice is 540, I tried 720 to beat a Mick Hawk.
Yeah.
But I also thought it'd be really funny if people said it fast, like you did McHawk.
You can't judge a book by the cover, right?
Guess not.
The hope. We're still writing it. We're getting closer.
Why is it just a hope? Because it's the future. So when it's the future, you can only hope.
Pretending I'm a Superman. Tony Hawk, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome, thank you. I especially want to thank my sister Pat and her husband Alan for helping me to learn how to sing okay. Thank you. Wow, that's it, buddy. We did it.
I just want to say thank everybody for coming out and getting tickets and helping. This money's going towards LA fires, and in front of everybody, I just want to help. I just want to thank my best friend over here, the greatest skateboarder to ever live, and what an honor it was to be on the podcast with this man. I love you guys. I love Tony
Thanks
Hawk.
so much, you guys. This
Thank
has been
you,
so
Comedy
much fun.
Store.
Appreciate it.
My mind is racing faster every minute. What could I do more? Yeah, I'm really not sure. I know I'm running circles, but I can't quit. And I'm so confused about what to do. Sometimes I want to throw it all away, controlling everything in sight. Feeling weak, I don't feel right. You're telling me I have to change, telling me to act my age. But if all that I can do is just sit and watch time go, then I'll have to say goodbye. Life's too short to watch it fly. So watch it fly. So here I am, growing older all the time, looking older all the time, feeling younger in my mind. Here I am, doing everything I can.